live chat. What's going on? What's going on? I missed you guys. Put my hat on because my hair is crazy. Ooh, somebody getting pulled over. Got some snacks. Let me fix the chat. Oh, I did already. Ooh, got some magic cookie bars. Complimentary of my mom. Thank you, Mom. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's up, everybody? Make sure you smash that like button. Chime in on the comment section. I'm here watching some ferries leave the port. I was thinking about going over to the island, to Fisher's Island. I wouldn't know what to do there, though. I probably have to look up some stuff. Anybody want to look up some good places to eat at Fisher's Island that's open all year round? I'll do a Friday's feast over there. What's up, Peter? What's going on, Randall? What's going on, Frank? The weather here is sunny, beautiful, not too hot, not too cold. This weekend I heard it's supposed to warm up to like 60 degrees. Crazy. Little bit of rain though. A little bit of rain. Not today, but this weekend. 45 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? I work at an undisclosed location. Ozzy, you crazy. 100 degrees is cold. You are out of your mind. Oh, yeah, that's right, because isn't negative 45 or negative 40 degrees Celsius the only temperature that lines up with negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit? Isn't that how that works? Yeah, I just talked to my boss today. They're going to have me train on a different truck. Another new truck. What? All right. Everybody go subscribe to South Aussie Garbo 2054's YouTube channel. He wears a cashmere sweater in 100-degree Fahrenheit weather. Get out of here. That man's boiled alive. Yeah, what's up, Crankman? I was just thinking about you. Everybody else that's in this live, make sure you chime in. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. There's 17 people watching and only like 4 people commenting. Yeah, see? I knew that. I watched this YouTube channel where I used to called the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. It's some cool dad takes his young kids like camping. Sometimes it's hot. And sometimes it's 40 degrees below zero. Really awesome YouTube channel. I highly suggest you check it out. It's called the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. I only know like one of the kids' names. I think it's Jake. I don't know what the dad's name is. And I don't know what the other kids' names are. But He brings them out to like Alaska, like places I could only dream of. Oh man, get the heck out of here! All right, Randall G said, "All good. I was a tractor trailer driver for many years. Last place was U.S. Food. Was hit by a drunk driver trying to commit suicide. Ended my career. Thank God it didn't end your life. Did you get paid out? I hope you got paid out well, or at least made a really good recovery to get back to work. You're the reason for the food shortage. Back to work, Randall." South Aussie said he goes for a run with a homemade knitted sweater turtleneck. Wild. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you smash that like button. These right here are magic cookie bars. If you guys want to know the recipe, let me know. You got a Roomba 695 robot vacuum today? Nice. Yeah, I just bought a Shark vacuum. I'm not sure which model number it is, but got it for the home office because the floors always get dirty. I'm still trying to keep up with the other 2 YouTube channels I got. And I'm trying to figure out where I want to go for Friday's Feast this week. Because I know I didn't do a Friday's Feast last week. Still trying to get the monetization back on the channel. Oh, wow, Randall, that sucks. Peter asked, was it because there's no money to be made, you're not driving for yourself anymore? So, to answer that question, honestly, it is not, unless you own your own truck, which I don't, and I never did, you're fighting a losing battle if you're renting it. And we were struggling to pay what was it, like $1,100 a week? Well, it was like $1,350 with some mileage included a week. We were struggling to pay that. Because you figure you'd be lucky if you could do 1 delivery a day. And if you do, it's like you would have to make more than like in this economy, like $1,500 to $2,000 a day to make a decent living being an owner operator. And that's based off of a 5-day work week, because the 6 days most likely spent you either trying to get home or you're going to go and try to get to your Monday's destination. My Shark vacuum is gray. The guy who hit you got a slap on the wrist? Oh, man, that's wild. Yep. Raised operating costs. Fuel is still over $5 a gallon. Penske wanted like $22.50 a week before I got out of the business. And I'm pretty sure that was with like no mileage included. I forgot how much they wanted per mile. I think it was something in the range of like anywhere from like 15 to like 20 cents per mile. And then that was just on the tractor, never mind the trailer. So So if you do that math and you're only making like, we were barely making $1,000 a day. And after fuel and everything, you know, sometimes most times we would be in the red. Here's one for you. Some people here are going to make over 3,000 Aussie dollars this week alone. Yeah. If you're just joining us live, make sure you guys smash that like button. Sorry about the train. But yeah, did you guys like my Christmas train video? I was going to just leave that for a Patreon exclusive, but I'm like, I can't let the regular fans down. So I uploaded it later to YouTube and published it later for YouTube. Because even though like they took the monetization away, you know, I can't do the fans like that. You know, we wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for you guys. And I don't think it's fair to have stuff behind a paywall. I just wish it was a little bit more fair. But you buy a freight choo-choo train? Nah, it's a train that carries people. It's a train that carries people. What's going on, Tim? Hello, beautiful Leroy Jenkins. Do I follow Justin at Just Trucking? Nah, I don't follow any trucking channels. None. I don't find them interesting at all. The only channel that I follow that has anything remotely to do with trucking or the industry somewhat is called Matt's Off-Road. Is it Matt's Off-Road? Matt Off-Road. What is the name of that channel? Hey, you got me thinking. Matt's Off-Road Recovery. There we go. Either Matt's Off-Road Recovery, or I used to watch a guy that had a big tow truck. He had a big tow truck, and he called it the Rotator. And I can't remember the name of the channel, but it was a really good channel. Matt's Off-Road Recovery. Yeah, passenger train. Yep. Yes, Ron Pratt. Yep. Good channel. Yep. Ron Pratt. Really good channel. But one of my all-time favorite YouTube channels, I haven't seen any video updates from him in a while. It was like Jimmy Scrap or something like that, or Jimmy HML or something. But this guy had a scrapping YouTube channel, like where he just like scrapped out a bunch of stuff and like took junk cars and like ripped them apart and like did like derbies and stuff with them in his backyard or whatever the hell. And he used to do this. He had this friend named Badger. He's like an older black dude, and Badger was like my favorite guy because Badger would be like unsuspecting, like not even knowing nothing, and Jimmy would be driving down the street, and then Jimmy's telling the story like, yeah, I'm gonna stop off, pick up this homeless guy. So I'm walking for a few miles, and then so the door opens, and then Badger gets in the car. Oh my god. And then so he's like laughing to himself, and Badger's like, what the hell are you laughing at? He was like, oh, I was just telling the audience how I was gonna stop off and help this homeless man who's been walking for miles. He's like, come on, Jimmy, why you gonna do me like that? Like, oh my god. And what was so cool was that Jimmy when he started getting monetized off of YouTube, because everything he did with Badger, he split it right down the middle. So, even though Jimmy's doing all the editing and stuff like that, people always appreciated the Badger banter because it was like the best part of the show. And I like I said, I haven't really kept up with it. I have no idea. Like I don't know what the updates are, but I haven't seen Badger in a while. But that was one of my other favorite YouTube channels. Yes, Fun Destruction for sure. Yep. What about the guy we watched? Oh, Mike the Scavenger. Mike the Scavenger, he would go scavenging through dumpsters and stuff. It was always interesting to see the stuff that he would find, and don't mind my hair. I haven't had a haircut in like 3 weeks, I think. Um, it would always be interesting to see what he would find in some of these dumpsters, and he always had like this weird style where he would roll up on like a skateboard and then like karate chop the dumpster. Like when I first started watching, I was like, "Is this guy out of his mind?" And I thought he was like a little cuckoo. We're all cuckoo. Like, be honest, we're all cuckoo. But yeah, that guy would literally have me in like belched over laughing because he'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go grab a stick," like a doofus, and then go grab his stick to grab wire or move a box inside of a deep dumpster or something like that. That was always cool. But yeah, I don't really watch trucking YouTube videos. I don't really find them interesting. It's probably because I've been doing it a while. It's just like bland. It's like whatever, you know. Um, Heavy D Sparks. Nope, don't watch that. I'm well aware of who they are, but I don't watch him. I used to watch a little bit of Whistling Diesel, just like a tiny, tiny bit, only to like really like learn from it. But Heavy D Sparks, I don't want to say I don't find him interesting because I'm pretty sure they do a lot of interesting stuff. But yeah, it didn't really tickle my fancy. It really like it really didn't tickle my fancy. I thought that some of the stuff that they built was really cool, but not really my cup of tea. As of lately, I've been watching like a little bit of like rock hounding. I've been because I drive a lot at my job now, so I listen to podcasts and stuff like that. Nuke's top five. What's Stephen Cox? What is that? Nuke's top five is by far like top five YouTube channels I watch. Hence the name Nuke's top five. Wow. I used to watch what was it? It was like van life stuff. Oh, Maverick, the young kid that like goes like lives life like a nomad out of his truck. I watched that guy. If you guys are just joining us live, make sure you smash that like button, join the conversation, ask me any question you want, whether it's pertaining to personal business, um, recipes, opinions. I'm here for it. Mmm. Uh, Craftman. I used to watch The Craftman faithfully. The Craftman. Jaime Luna. What's up, Jaime? I get it. Uh-huh. Jaime or Hamey. Is it Hamey? Like Amy, but hey me? I like I like watching like self sufficient things or like DIY stuff. Ooh, Coast Guard is racing. Hold on. 1 second. Coast Guard is racing somewhere. That's a Coast Guard boat right there. Oh, he slowed down. Oh, he probably got to wait for the bridge to open. Not sure though. I would think he could fit under that bridge. Hi, May. Hi, May. Focus. Yeah, it's not really focusing. But yeah, so yeah, I watch like a broad spectrum of things, but trucking channels, I don't really watch. I don't really find them interesting. But I haven't really watched enough to really know. Um, People keep recommending like this guy out of New York. And he has like a detachable gooseneck trailer, I think. And he's always like doing U-turns and shit. And, excuse my French and stuff in New York. What's up, Richard Kearns? Subaru's running okay. I had some issues with it a couple days ago when we had that deep freeze. My transmission started leaking, but I haven't noticed anything since. I think what it was is like the cold was so cold, or the temperatures were so low that the gasket that seals the transmission oil pan to the transmission, I think it shriveled a little bit, and it let some of the transmission fluid out. Because I brought the car to the shop and they put it up on the hoist, but they couldn't find anything wrong with it. Find some Danish food to try. I don't think that they have many Danish places around here. I haven't seen any. The dog is starting to lose. I don't want to say that. The dog is starting to have really selective hearing. There's times where he could hear perfectly fine. And then there's times where you don't know if he's just being stubborn or hard-headed. And then he's like losing his vision too. And the way we could tell that is when we bring him outside to go like play fetch or something with him. He could see the ball in our hand, but when we throw it, it's lost. And there'll be nothing out there except that one ball. Barely any grass because, it's winter time. And then he'll go run to where he thinks it is. And then he just stops and then just starts like looking around to see like if the ball's still moving. But he's not looking on the ground. He's like looking like eye level like to him. Oh, Richard. Oh my God. No, she's a pretty good listener. Not really good at following directions unless told more than once, though. The dog, he'll be 13, 14. I don't know. I lose track. Like 13 or 14 this February. He's a pit bull. So he'll be 14 going on 15? I don't know. I lose track. Oh, he'll be 14 in February. Oh, your 66 Mustang started leaking oil? Yeah, I think it's gonna be close to the time for me to get a transmission service. But kind of like one of those things, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing, you know? Did I get a puppy? No. Must be one of those other trucking channels you watch. Not me. I can't afford it. Dogs are expensive. And the vets be expensive for no reason. He gets my dog gets like an excess of like bacteria and yeast in his ear, and then the doctors, they won't prescribe him anything for it because they're like, oh, we don't know if it's ear mites or not. I'm like, okay, so how do you tell if it's for ear mites? They're like, well, we got to look at it under a microscope. And I'm like, okay, so then look at it under a microscope. They're like, oh, that's actually like $85. I'm like, to look at a Q-tip under a microscope, $85. That is why Google Maps is here. I don't get it. Yeah, dogs are funny. They can be really, really funny. The sun might be in your eyes, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. We got a perfectly whole good sidewalk, and this guy wants to walk in the street. Come on, Felipe. Oh, I got an old baggie. Let's go. I don't even know what flavor those are. I wish I could tell. The flavor of the cracker is like overwhelming sometimes. Once you get past, unless you like suck all the powder off the cracker, all the flavor off the cracker, can't really tell what it is, like what flavor it is. Yeah, I have these drops that we put in his ear, but the drops were like $30, and it works really well. So salt and pepper cashews are really good. I love cashews, period. I tell you what, I went to Stop and Shop yesterday. Went to go get a rotisserie chicken for dinner, and I had to pick up some sliced cheese, right? So I go to the deli. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm trying to save some money, so why don't I just pick up some deli meat, right? And I'm sure I probably talked about this before on the channel, but listen, when you're trying to penny pinch and you're trying to save money, deli meat used to be like the thing and the go-to. Nowadays, it's more regular turkey is more expensive than roast beef. Like, I used to not mind, like sometimes it just depended on my budget, but it'd be like, $18, $19 for a pound of boar's head roast beef. Best roast beef, in my opinion, I've ever had. And then I went to the supermarket yesterday. I don't even know what the price of roast beef was because I was stuck on the price of turkey. Price of turkey was like $19 to $20. Oh no! What's up, Foxtrot? I am actually headed home because I got more computer work to go do today. I have some drone footage I gotta edit for you guys. That's even if I'm gonna use it. Lately, I haven't really been traveling all that far to like get really, really good footage, and I don't want to keep putting crappy stuff out there. Not that I have been, but I just don't want to. And then same thing with like Friday's Feast. So I'm trying to figure out where to go for Friday's Feast without traveling like, to the end of the earth. I still want to do a live Friday's Feast for you guys, so that way you guys can pick my brain while I'm eating. I was thinking there's a place that sells gyros. We could go there. And then I was thinking of another place like Southern Connecticut. But then also my cousin wants to go to New York City to some place. I can't remember the name of it. What's up, Daz? Yeah, Dollar Tree food. I'm telling you. Yeah, somewhere with Wi-Fi. I'd have to confirm that before I start, because that last week was a fluke. I tell you, I was so upset. I'm like, how y'all don't have Wi-Fi? And then even the lady on video was asking me like, oh, do you know how to like do this? And I'm like, do you know what this means? No, I'm not your cable service provider, ma'am. I don't know. I bet you got something wrong with it. $10 for a kid's meal? Yeah, it depends on what's included in the meal. Because some places they charge $10 and you get a decent amount of food for a kid. It'd be like 3 chicken tenders and a bowl of mac and cheese, and you're like, can I get that? And they're like, you gotta be like kids under 6. I'm like, like, yo, I remember we used to have a hometown buffet, and I was like all of like, I don't know, 16, 17, maybe 18. My mom lied to them and told them I was 12 because kids under 13 ate free, or like ate like half price or something like that. And I was like in high school, like about to graduate, and my mom telling them that. And they're like, he's 12? And she's like, yeah, he's a big boy, right? And then they're like, yeah, that's a really big 12-year-old. 2 small chicken strips, 88 Peterbilt, nice. What about a place where you cook your own food? So my buddy actually sent me a link that to a place that he wants to go. It's a Korean barbecue place. I can't remember where it is, but I'm down to try it. If you guys wanna come with us to there, we will probably live stream it and also bring the GoPros just in case there's another issue. But I don't know. I think that place was just a one-off. The place out in Groton, because that was like no internet, barely any like service out there. It was nuts. And it's next to a Big Y. Like, who would think? Maybe I should have tried to connect to Big Y's Wi-Fi. I would have probably saw it though. I am on my way home now. Come up here, we got Shooters in Belmont. What's Belmont? Where is that? Oh, Belmont, New Hampshire. Yeah, I haven't been to New Hampshire since like, I don't know, probably like September, I think. Foxtrot, you should have met up with me to go get burgers, man. We were right there. You were like, oh, I'm only like 10 miles away. Dude, you could have came down, got some free food. It would have been a meet and greet, unscheduled. You know what I'm saying? Beef brisket. I want some like real like country barbecue. Like, I want to watch someone slather some pork ribs with a mop. Like that, like some pork ribs on the smoker and like slosh it down with like apple cider vinegar and some love, baby. That's what I'd say. Hang on one second. I'm about to like pull up to the house and I'll read that long comment. Don't know who it's from though. Give me 1 second if you will. Pulling in right now. Here we go. Gotta put all my garbage in my bag. Alright, let's see. All right. 12 Ed Flame, what's up, man? How's it been since leaving the business? Miss it, or do you like just getting a job done and going home? I think about my businesses every day. To answer your question, do I miss working for myself? Absolutely. Do I miss all the headache that came with it? No. Nope. I was just saying to my lady yesterday because she went out there to check the mail. And as a business owner, you're always like, it's not really anxiety. It's just like, what do these people want? Like, why do they keep sending me letters and stuff? Like, and it's always somebody that want money. You know, this person wants this person, or this company wants that. This company wants this. Oh, they want to sell you this. They want to do that. Like, no, just leave me alone. And what does that say? 3. Oh, I still got a lot of miles left on the oil. So yeah, to answer your question, do I miss working for myself and being my own boss? Yes. There's some drama going on right now at my job, and I just had to address it this morning because at this new job that I'm at, when I tell you I mind my business and I go home, like, one of the guys was like, oh, you know, why don't you hang out with us in the morning? Like, and you know, I treat everybody with respect and I expect the same. But I'm not really there to how would I say it? Conglomerate to, like, I'm not really there to hang out. Like, I know what it's like to own my own business. I know what it's like to have to make money. Like, I get it. So while everybody else, like, they clock in and then they hang out, in the morning and they're all like BSing with each other. You know, they do talk about like certain things, but I'm not around for the gossip. Like, I'm not around for like, you know, anything else. I just want to, like, now that I don't work for myself and I work for someone else, I want to show up, clock in, grab my keys, grab my tablet, get to my truck, do my pre-trip, and get on with my day. Like, I don't, you know, but some drama started yesterday. It involved me because someone didn't like what was going on, what I was told to do. They didn't like it. So then I asked the guy this morning what his problem was, and he was upset that I was making more hours than him and the people who had more seniority there. And like, he doesn't really have a problem with me. He has a problem with, the people who told me it was okay to do what it was that I was doing, and instructed me to go and get more hours. And he didn't like that. So, that's the drama that kicked off between yesterday and today. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, this is why I don't talk to people. I just show up, clock in, good morning, get my keys, get my tablet, and then I go on about my day. Like I'm not for all the drama. I don't care about he said, she said. I don't care how you feel. I'm just here to do my job, clock in, do what I gotta do, and then go home. That's it. Like, that's the only part. That's the only part I don't like about. It's just like, I get it. Like, people are gonna feel some way, but this is exactly why I mind my business. So when it comes to like me working for myself, that aspect, yes, I definitely do. Like, I still own the companies, they're just not in business. Like, at any time with the amount of money that I need to start up, I could start up again. Am I interested in it though? No, it's not worth it in this economy. It is not worth it unless you have dedicated customers, or unless you have something that no one else has, and there's like a super special industry for it, and have like a certain market on lockdown, and like, you're not really making money. You're just competing with a bunch of other people. Like, the company that I work for, they just bought out their competition. Like, most of their major competition, they just bought them out. So like, the guy that I work for, like, he's making sure that his legacy lives on, which is cool by me. Yeah, nobody likes the new guy showing up being the man. And that's the thing. I'm not here to compete with nobody. I'm not here to take bread out of nobody's mouth. I'm just here to humbly show up, clock in, do my job. I try to get along with everybody. Everybody is different. We may not always see eye to eye on things. I get it. I get it. And I'm not really here to make friends, but I'm not here to make enemies either. So if you don't like me, hey, there's nothing I can do to help you. It sounds like the problem is with you and not with me. Why? Because I don't start nothing with nobody. I just, like, it says a lot about a person who gets upset at someone else for just going on about his day and minding his own business. Sounds like there's some insecurities or something. Like, and I get it, and it's okay, but don't take it out on me. Like, I mean, it wasn't really taken out on me, it was just expressed to me, but it was taken out on the superiors and whatever have you. And whatever exactly was said, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all from what I know. Yes, I miss being a business owner. I mean, I guess I have to admit I miss being a business owner, but I especially miss working for myself because I didn't have to worry about none of this. None of it. None of it. At all. At all. Yep. That's right, Logan. We'll sing that song together, man. Like, it says a lot about someone who gets upset at someone else for just trying to make an honest living. And it's not even like I'm trying to how would I say it? Mm, it's not like I'm taking work away from other people. And even if I was, the work was given to me. I asked, permission granted, and then now you're upset. I don't really I don't really have beef with the guy. Like I completely understand. Most of these people have been with this company for 3+ years. Totally get it. This one particular guy has been there for a long time. Like probably like more than like a third to half my age he has been at this company. Even before it was called the company that it is now. That's fine. That's dandy. He is not my competition. I have no competition. Only competition I have is myself. I just see it as like, all the guys at the company, whether I work with you or not, we're a team. We're all working to make this company successful. Wintertime it slows down. I'm just trying to pick up a few extra hours. I will say I do like getting paid by the hour, uh, for the most part. But on the downside, you know, if it snows, you don't get paid because there's not going to be any work, kind of thing. But yeah, take the good with the bad, But I told my boss I don't care. Like I don't care if I got to clean out everybody's truck. I don't care if I got to wipe down walls. I don't care if I got to scrub floors. If I got to clean the bathroom. I got a family to feed. That's it. I have a family to feed. Like I don't like I'm not here to compete with other drivers. That's not my thing. It's not. Like if we're all like friendly competition is fine, but like serious competition, like why would I want to compete with how can I compete with someone that's been at the company for more than like a third to half my age? Where's the competition? Like I don't know. But yeah, to answer your question. Yep. Yep. Anybody else have any other questions? Cuz that was a long one. That was a long-winded answer, but I think you guys needed to hear it. Oh, that's what I was saying about the mail. I do not miss getting mail about the business at all. Don't miss it at all. Any mail, unless it was like even getting checks from companies to go deposit was just a headache. Thank you, 12 Ed Flame. I appreciate it. You have a great night. I hope you have an amazing New Year's. And leave it down. I want everybody, all 12 people, to write down your New Year's resolution. And if you don't write it down, you're just a troll. Because I want to start holding everybody accountable for their New Year's resolution. Someone's got to, right? Somebody get a pen and a paper. Logan, get a pen and a paper. And every username that chimes in the comment section, we got to hold them to higher standards. 2023 is going to be our year, baby. Yeah, Logan, you're right. I don't, and that's the thing. Like, I don't hang out with anybody at work or outside of work. You know, occasionally I'll get, um, occasionally I'll get someone at work that'll ask me if I need help with something in particular. And it just so happened to be that one of the guys who had an issue with me, um, one of the guys who had an issue with me, you know, working extra hours yesterday, I saw him today at, one of our stops that we had to do together. And he didn't even change up. He was still as helpful as he was since day one. So it wasn't even like, you know, it wasn't even like he just expressed his grievances and then, he went on about it. Like he knew it wasn't me personal and it wasn't towards me personal, but the guy with the most seniority had like an issue with it. So whatever. What's up, Rank? Staying cancer free, getting back in my wood shop full time. Yeah, I honestly I miss woodworking. Like, someone, I forgot who it was. They were asking like, what do you like? I forgot the question that they asked me, but it was like, what, like, where, like, I don't know. It was something like, why do I like woodworking, or like have like, what do I do to like mellow out or whatever? And I'm like, woodworking. Oh yeah, you got to keep those wheels clean, man. Um, but I like woodworking because I specifically don't really know what I'm doing, and I build stuff on the fly, and I don't really ever have exact measurements. So since I'm like just winging it, you know, it kind of gives me the opportunity to like it kind of gives me the opportunity to like just drift away. Yep, wood therapy. What's going on, Timothy? What's going on, man? We're doing a live Q&A session right now. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, chime in. And I'm trying to get everybody's New Year's resolution, but no one has chimed in yet. But yeah, wood therapy is is definitely in it for me. And then I think part of it too is that um, I get to create some cool stuff and then really show my creative side. So I do pretty much what I can, and if it comes out bad, let's just say I just blame it on lack of experience and lack of knowledge. What's up, Triple J Utah? Jerry Cox, what's up, man? New Year's resolution: do things to stay healthy. Semi-retired and flipping the house. Triple J Utah. I'll tell you something that can increase your health. Try chopping wood, and especially if you're flipping the house. You know how good chopped wood that's ready and it's split, all ready to go. Even if the house doesn't even have a fireplace at it, put some chopped split wood on the side of it, and then make sure you let the potential buyers know you split that yourself with pride, baby. That you put your back and your shoulders into it. Timothy Belch, that is a great New Year's resolution. Logan wants to make it to 70. and he's 13 pushing 30. That is a great New Year's resolution, babe. Not not just more memories, but great memories. Yep. Long line. I feel that in this now, anybody that's watching this, I'm young. I'm only 32, but from what I hear from most older people above the age of 50, that when you start thinking about retirement and what you're going to do after you retire, or even if you get to retire early, don't ever stop moving. Make sure you plan something each and every day, because the day you stop moving is the day that you die. The day that you don't have a schedule and you're just, you let your I don't know why I'm stuttering. You let your flame dwindle down, that's when it starts to become a problem, because once you start that fire, you got to keep the fire burning. You got to keep moving. You got to give yourself a purpose each and every day. You don't even have to be stressed out every day. Again, this is what it was explained to me, Just give your life a purpose. Even if it's helping other people, even if it's, building, and it got to be a meaningful purpose. Something that deep down inside that, you know, it it will make an impact. Maybe not to you, but to someone else. Maybe the ecosystem, the economy. Let's say you take pride in building beehives, habitats for birds, give yourself a meaningful purpose. Thank you, Triple J Utah. I appreciate you watching. Did you check out the video that the Northern Lights limited train video I just released yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I intended on releasing that Christmas Eve as something special. I was holding on to that for like a couple weeks, but it didn't really work out that well. So you get a faster wheelchair. Dang, Tim, how fast you trying to go? Tim out here trying to set a new quarter-mile record. He's going to get freaking banned by Mopar. I mean, not banned. He's going to get sponsored by Mopar. Jesus Christ. Tim's gonna be the only person in history to custom order slicks for his wheelchair. That's right, Logan. You just gotta keep on doing what you love, man. I don't have a New Year. I don't say I don't have a specific New Year's resolution, but I think one of my New Year's resolutions for 2023 is stop surviving and start thriving, because for so long I have just been narrowly surviving. Like, I live so humbly, it's not even funny. And the goal is this year to really either start making a lot more money or bring down my expenses. So I don't think bringing down my expenses is going to be the solution. So I'm going to have to start making more money. I would like to start traveling more and creating so much cool content for you guys. And another New Year's resolution is to start growing my YouTube channel team again and potentially hire or get some new content creators for you guys to bring awesome content to the channel. I've been trying to do that for some time now, but uh, confession for you guys, um, I feel like I'm gonna say it, and then however you guys feel about it, that's on you. But I believe in God, but I feel like um especially like these last, like, I don't know, 5 years, maybe 4 years. Hmm, I mean, can't really get into I don't want to get into specifics, only because everybody grows and everybody matures and everyone, how would you say it, everyone like takes different paths in life. But I just feel like God has taken a lot and separated people from me, or me from people. And um how would I say it? Um it's really tough to explain, because even in a business sense, so I'll explain it to you. So it's like, I'll explain it as best as I can. So I feel like I I don't feel like I'm being punished. I feel like it is an opportunity for growth, and it's it's like he's removed me from everyone and everyone from me, personally and business wise, to give me more than enough time, in my opinion, but it may not be enough time in his, to self reflect and to not be distracted by anything, if that makes sense. So so in part, my 2023 resolution is to try to build up, obviously get my monetization back on YouTube, but to build up my creators that work for me and my company, to bring you guys awesome and different lifestyles and perspectives and entertaining yet educational, amazing content for the year 2023. And I've been trying to do that for like the last couple of years. And even companies that I have worked with in 2022, and I'll let you guys know this, I was planning on putting up a video to help small business trucking companies, um, like anyone who's looking to get started but doesn't really know where to start. And I reached out to all of the companies that I worked hand in hand with and did business with throughout my time owning business, like my companies. So that way I'm like, all right, here is this person. This person is a representative of XYZ company, and this is what they offer. But I don't want you to hear it from me. I want you to hear it from them, and let them tell you about all the amazing services and stuff like that they offer. So I reached out to multiple companies, the companies that I worked hand in hand with throughout my, trucking, being in business for myself in the trucking industry. And I gave them a deadline, and I told them when I wanted to have this video done. And so that way, because knowledge is power, right? And I still get random texts, like shout out to Logan, being a great fan. Him, I will text every now and then, and he'll let you know the person you see on this live stream is the same person you get over text, over the phone. Anyone who has ever called me to ask me for advice with YouTube, that has asked me for advice on filming equipment or different camera settings, I have always helped every single person I could possibly can. And I'm giving you the best information that I have that's relevant and pertinent to the time. And would you know that not one single company has gotten back to me? And I told them I would put this video together. We'll have an interview. It could be a half an hour long, an hour long. There's no time limit. I just want to make sure that we cover all the products and all the services that you guys offer. And I wouldn't charge them a single penny for putting their business out there for promotion. I'm not asking for any discounts on products. I don't want anything. I just want people to know. And I want people to know where to go if they need help with something that is relevant to what service they are looking for. And not one company got back to me. So I'll take that as a sign that, and I'll read the comments here in a second, but I'll take that as a sign that, it's time for me to really try to rebuild a few of the cornerstones on my empire have been completely knocked down, have been knocked off my foundation. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. They could take away everything and I'll still keep going. It's what happens when you put pressure on a diamond. It doesn't break. It just gets harder. I just keep on keeping on. So with that being said, it's a lot of, I get questions sometimes from people, and they're genuine questions, and they're not trying to be funny, but they're like, or some people, they're even trying to be funny and they're trolling. But I know some people want answers to it. Some people want to know, why is it that I create content that doesn't necessarily have to do with trucking on this channel? And my reason for that is that in one way, shape, or form, all of the content that I have posted on this channel directly or indirectly correlates to the trucking industry or the lifestyle that comes with it. Some people will ask me, well, what do you mean by that? All right, so we'll take a Friday's Feast video. A lot of times, truckers don't know where to go to get good food. And who better than a trucker to give, an honest opinion about a restaurant's food? A trucker. I'll let you know. And since we don't get paid to say good things about the food, we are under no obligation to please the business owner with a good review. Our honest review of the food comes from the honest review of the food. We're not here to BS people. We make no money off of telling you that, hey, these burritos were amazing. We don't get paid for that. You know, it's a honest food review channel. Yes, I do wish I had better ways of expressing and explaining myself, but I just got started. This is just the beginning. You know, some people be like, all right, so then what do like drone videos have to do with anything? A lot of people, they don't understand that truckers are sitting behind the wheel of their truck up to 70 hours a week, right? That's not including all of the time and the weeks that they are spent away from their family, the months that they are away from their family. They are stuck in that truck for more than 70 hours a week. People don't understand that. So when I drive through New Hampshire, and me being my own boss, and I look over, I'm like, oh my God, that's a river. That's a nice canyon. Those are some nice mountains. That's a cool bridge. And I pull over, launch the drone to capture footage of that. I am bringing to you what you wish you could see for yourself. Because I'm like, all right, let's say these are called, the White Mountains of Vermont. And you're like, man, I wish I could see what was, you know, up that valley or up that canyon near the White Mountains. Let me go on YouTube and look it up. All right, cool. Oh wow, there's a trucking channel out there that made a video about what's on the side of the White Mountain or whatever. Like, people don't understand that just because you don't see the direct correlation doesn't mean that it's either it's what we experience on an everyday situation, or it's stuff that truckers miss out on. I do these like little vlogs where I go out and I travel and I experience things. And a lot of times I get ridiculed from people like, oh my God, you're a weirdo. Like, why are you recording? Or like, when I was recording like the jack-o'-lantern video, like there was a guy that worked there was like, hey, you can't be recording in here. And I'm like, so then everyone else that's walking around with their phones out, you need to tell each and every one of them to turn that off and to delete the footage. And then he readjusted his approach. So sometimes I get ridiculed for doing these things that are out of the ordinary, or people are looking at me like a weirdo because I'm walking around filming with sometimes more than one camera, so that I can record the experience for you guys. And that's why I do the 360 footage. I record in two different cameras. That's why I bring my drone along, so that way I have three different cameras. I bring multiple memory cards. If it's going to be like a weekend long project, hell, I'll bring my laptop so I can make sure I always have great content for you guys, because there's a lot of truckers, and I thank them for this, for sacrificing their freedom and of their freedom to continue to keep the goods in America moving. So I record for the experience, so that way in some weird ways, which I absolutely love, and I didn't see it that way at first, but I've read it in the comments section that you guys vicariously live through me when you guys are watching my videos. So, that trucker that's missing out on their kid's birthday, or how many school plays do you think, these truckers miss out on for their kids? Soccer games, football games, stuff like that. I'm not really into recording stuff like that, but someone else out there that records games, and they follow a YouTube channel where they're just rooting on that person's kids at the soccer game. Like, oh my God, I love this family. Little Jennifer and little Timothy, they're awesome at soccer. Jennifer wants to be a volleyball star, and I hope she gets there one day. It and it's just so that you guys can live through the experience And, if you guys ever wanted to see something, but not really sure if you feel like going out there spending the money, hey, you could YouTube it. And maybe one day, either myself or a paid content creator of mine can go out there and live that experience. And if you think it's cool enough on video and you want to go out there and experience it for yourself, get your butt up and get out there, right? So let me go back and read these comments. Yeah, make sure everybody smashes that like button. Rank, I actually have some karaoke videos on Patreon. I am looking for additional people in different trades. I'm looking for genuine people. Like, I put up an ad, and I have talked about this numerous times, and I know I'm kind of actually tired of talking about it and discussing it, as well as reviewing applicants for it. But you know, I want to create content outside of like trucking. Like that's why I started the woodworking channel. Like, I wish I could afford a workshop so that you know kids could come and not be taught by me because I know nothing, but like an actual woodworker that can teach dovetail joints and do a bunch of cool stuff. Like I wish I could afford a workshop to help kids learn a trade and get more one-on-one learning and stuff like that, like with little to no involvement of me besides providing the workshop, providing the tools, because it's all a part of that dare to dream, dream to inspire thing. I got a question. When are you bringing out beard products? So, Rank, funny story. About a year ago, I actually reached out to a company. I won't say their name for free advertising or anything, but I reached out to them because I absolutely love and adore their beard products. I don't have any products in my beard right now, and that's because um, I am, how would I say it? I'm beat down right now, but once I get to the barber shop, get a haircut, I start putting it in again. But I absolutely love and adore their products. And I actually reached out to them, and I emailed them. I think it was to, hey, like, let's put something together. Let's collaborate. Let's do something. Never heard back from them. As a matter of fact, my lady and I, funny story. This all falls into the you know uh God has separated me from everyone to give me time to self-reflect. So me and my lady were really big on Comic Cons and you know things from the 90s and certain car shows, and you know we're not really big fans of crowds, but for these places we make exceptions. And we went to, I think it was the 90s con, if I'm not mistaken. And there was a lady there selling beef jerky, and she had like a food truck, but it was like beef jerky, but it was chicken jerky and bacon jerky and turkey jerky, and there was all different flavors and all different spice and heat levels. And then she gave me her card, and she was like, hey, because I think we tried like two different ones. It was like bacon jerky and some type of beef jerky or whatever the case. And it was really good. Kind of pricey, but it was good. It was custom. Not custom, it's like homemade. But she got her like food truck. She said her and her husband do it. And I'm like, that's awesome. I have a YouTube channel where I do food reviews, and I would love to feature your product on the channel. I will pay full price for every product that I try. I don't mind. But if we are going to collab, the only thing I would ask is that maybe you could give us some type of promo code to incentivize some of my fans to try your products. So I reached out to them via email. I reached out to them via Facebook and Instagram. Didn't hear back. Coincidentally, that same lady gave me a little bottle of her beard oil that her husband sells. Again, I will not give out the information of the people or the company for free promo. But I even reached out to their I even reached out to them about the beard product and still no response. So yeah, Tim, just email me and I'll get that over to you. Once you Trucksky and kangaroos. I was not expecting to read that. Blindsided. Timothy Belch. Awesome. And that's the thing. Like I feel like the world that we live in today, like the trades are dying. Like dying. Like nobody wants to work anymore. Like nobody. Like I show up to work every day 10 toes down and I'm always looking for more work. And then I come home, I got a screaming 2-year-old, and I'm still out there trying to create content for you guys and balance my home life and make sure all my bills are paid. Beard oil. Yeah, it was like a little bottle. I didn't even bother with it because I use my own products. Um and you're right. Like I don't know how I feel about beard oil. I use a beard balm, or beard, is it beard balm or beard butter or something. But you guys see, like when I actually do my beard and I actually comb it out, how nice and full and thick it looks. And but the point that I'm trying to relay is that all these companies that either I work with or I'm I'm doing my best excuse me, to establish a relationship with, it's not even happening. And the companies that I have done business with, I think, like, my thing is like I hate chasing people, especially if I'm your customer. Do not make me chase you. If I have to chase you, there's a good chance that you're going to lose a customer. And that's just how it is. Like, if you want the business, and it's one thing if, like, I haven't reached out to you in a while, but when I specifically inquire or about a certain product or, a service or something that you offer, and then I got to be the one to chase you and follow up, I don't like that. Don't do that. It's not a good look for you or the business. Yep, they're dying like standard transmission. So on top of that, on top of everything else behind the scenes, I'm still working on a bunch of ideas and stuff like that. But like I said, it's so hard to keep up. Like, I would love to start woodworking again. My nostalgic '90s channel has been neglected for some time. I can't even find it in on like the YouTube search page. I have to like click on my channel to find it, which I don't like that. And I want to do more nostalgic '90s stuff. But it's just between getting hours at work and then like coming home, and like I need a bigger workspace. I want to set up a studio, and my like the workspace I have for the woodworking would work, except I have to run a generator for electricity, and it's like if I'm going to do a podcast, I can't be having that. So I don't know. Like I want to start a podcast, and but then it's like, who besides like the people that used to work for me, which I still love, they, they have my unconditional love forever and for always. And I know like if I really needed them, they would come through for me. But besides them, like who am I gonna get to like be a guest on the podcast, to talk about, whatever it is that we're gonna talk about. So it's like, I don't know. So I'm just finding it, and there's people that don't even know about my channel and haven't even seen my channel, because I get some people are kind of like, excuse me, 1 second. Some people could kind of be turned off by my channel because the first videos that pop up are like the Karen and Ken videos, and they think I'm just gonna like try to bait them into an altercation. But it's like for every action, there's a reaction, and if you don't act a certain way, how could I expose you for acting a certain way? If you're acting like you would normally do with in genuine with a real customer or a real relationship, then what am I going to bait you into? Nothing. I everyone I encounter, no ill will, no ill intent. Like that's it. All right, Rank, be good, be safe. Wow, Triple J, did you record that? Yeah, so I'm about to get inside right now, but if you guys ever have any questions or comments or concerns, or need me to explain something, to you in depth, and you can't or don't want to say it on here, feel free to email us at saffordhaulingservices@gmail.com. There's an S at the end of services. You can reach out to me, and um, if I know the answer, if I have the answer, I'll get it to you right away. Oh, but for now, I gotta go inside, go get dinner, go spend some time with the baby and the family, and then work on some more content for you guys. So Triple J Utah, what you should do is invest in a camera, one that records for a long time. I would recommend a GoPro, but depending on where you are in the world, like you might be in Utah. I don't know what the weather is in Utah, but GoPros have a tendency to overheat. I've been hearing some pretty decent things about the Insta cameras. I haven't bought one myself, but from what I read, they don't have the same overheating issues. And they record in 4K. If not, then you could possibly buy like a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is what I got. These can record in 8K, and I think you could get them in like, I think mine is a 500 gig. I don't know. I don't think they make the 1 terabytes, but 500 gigs is a pretty good start, especially if you got some memory on a laptop you could use up and stuff. But you should record it definitely. Yeah, I'm about to turn in for the night, guys. So if you guys have any questions, I'll try to be back live before the weekend, and we can go over all these New Year's resolutions and yeah, figure it out from there. So I hope you guys have an amazing night. Be good, be safe. Hope you guys fill your tummies tonight with some awesome dinner. And if you have any suggestions about where we should go for the next Friday's feast, uh, leave it down in the comment section or email it to us with a link. And I'll see you guys later. Yes, sir, Logan. You guys be good, be safe, all right?